Boo! It is Blakey back with another react. Today I am watching Rhett's house tour. This is from 4 days ago, so this is fairly new. I started watching it like an hour ago, and I was like, I kind of want to react to this because this is a very cool house. It's like fully wooden cabin like, which I personally very like. I like this very much. If you look on the right, you see all my SML recommendations, which is horrible. I hate it so much. It makes me want to cry. YouTube thinks I enjoy it, but it's torture. But we're going to get right into this one. This one is not going to be torture today. I'm going to like it.
AD, welcome to our North Carolina cabin in the woods. You know, you really should talk to my wife, Jessie, about this, though. I swear she was here just a moment ago.
Here I am. Come on in, y'all. We're so happy to have you.
She's so little, sometimes she goes missing.
Yeah, I couldn't see her. See, that's fire, bro. Look at this. Oh my god. Like right above the fireplace, all of that going on. I like this green behind the bookshelves. Even the bookshelves themselves with like these like things on the side. I don't even know how to call all this stuff. This is beautiful. The kitchen, the green countertops. Dude, I am in love with this. They got like gold handles on a white cupboard with green countertops. Dude. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't know about that room. Hold up. This one. Okay, it's okay the more you look at it. It definitely was a shock at first. The rug and the walls. It's a lot going on. Is that a bathtub? Is that the bathroom? That's not what I expected at all. Okay. That's cool. See, that's a bathroom. That's fun. I would get kind of annoyed though. Like, wouldn't you be like soaking wet coming out of the bathtub and you're gonna get water all on the wood floor? That's probably not good for it. Dude, there's a lot of green and brown going on. I really mess with that. That's fun. It looks like nature-like, and that's a projector up there. This is definitely like a little movie theater room. Look at that curtain on the right. Bro, this whole thing is beautiful. Oh my god. Bro, I would love to live here.
So we're based in Los Angeles, California, where we make Good Mythical Morning and everything else at Mythical Entertainment. But both of us have all of our family here in North Carolina.
What does that mean? He lives in North Carolina but works in LA? Does that mean he basically stays in LA though? Because that would be very difficult. That's across the country. He's not doing that every day.
We've been married a long time, coming up on 24 years.
Is that how long it's been?
That's
it feels like 24 months.
It does. 24 days.
It feels like we're still on a honeymoon.
Minutes.
So we wanted to get a place, you know, put down a root or two. Or some logs. It's a log cabin.
Some big logs. They're very big logs. I'm an interior designer, so when I saw this, I immediately had a big vision for it. When you walk into this house, it feels like a storybook or a fairy tale, and I wanted people to not know when they are or where they are.
Yeah, it feels like enchanted. It feels very special. I just love it.
Like
you wanted people to feel disoriented.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. One of my favorite things in the house is this clock. It was my grandma's. It sat in the entryway of her home, and every time I opened her door, I saw this clock. And she passed away. She would have been 100 this year, but it's really special to me. And there are touches of my grandma all throughout the house. I've got her rugs and items that I saw in her house daily, and so it's really special to me to feel her here.
It's always 8:09 in this house. No matter when.
We have not gotten
What time is it? 8:09.
No, that's so cool. That's so cool. Sorry, I'm going to skip just because the video is so long, but I do think this is very fun.
I love Whitehall antiques, and these are actually made from old frames, pieces of frames that didn't get used. Each one is unique, and then they find...
Y'all mess with those? I don't know about those. I mean, some of them are probably cool, like that one to the right. I mean, that one even looks cool, I guess, if you have a collection of them.
Little trinkets to put on each frame, and so people have huge collections. I'm just starting mine, but they're called museum bees, and they make me really happy.
See, those are cool. That one's really fun. That one's got a little doggy on it.
Happy. I hope to have this whole wall filled someday.
And who put them on the wall in that pattern? Is he here? Wonderful.
Start fighting, dog. Ooh, ooh. See, that feels like a very empty looking chandelier. That caught me off guard. Look at that. That looks like a tree in the winter time. Ooh. Good shots, dog.
This is the kitchen, which is probably the room that was
How do y'all feel about that arch?
transformed the most from what it looked like. When Jessie first described this to me, I was like, I don't understand what you're talking about. You're gonna have to show it to me. And I didn't understand until I saw it.
But I showed it to you a lot.
I mean, I really like it. I just feel like there's something about it that could have been different. But at the same time, it's not bad by any means. That's still gorgeous. It just looks a little out of place. I don't know. It might be because over here it's just back to white. It might be because like it just ends here. It's just too narrow, like cornery. I don't know. But it still looks very nice.
Lot, because I remember I would show you each new iteration of the drawing and you would say, we're still working on this.
Yeah.
You're still not done. When I was looking at all of this incredible Art Nouveau carving, we wanted to figure out a way to kind of make that happen here, put some accent pieces, give it some oomph with molding. This area frames the stove so beautifully and feels a little bit like a window looking out into nature. The first thing that I found
Looking out into my Tupperware.
that kind of sent me on my way with this kitchen was this incredible Brazilian quartzite.
I love it, bro. That is like amazing. That countertop, Brazilian quartzite, whatever she said, beautiful. I'm gonna tell my architect about that
I
someday.
saw this stone. I thought about all the trees in North Carolina. It's known as being a super green state.
Yeah, look at that, bro. Oh my god. I love that color so much. That brown and the green. And they put a lemon too for that yellow. This is a beautiful frame. But that countertop, that's it.
Jessie looked at so many pieces of stone to make this decision. I honestly don't know what she's looking for when she goes and looks at the
She
stone.
found
This
it.
is stone's je ne sais quoi.
I'm going to tell you right now, the only question that I have when I look at a piece of stone is, can you make love on that?
Oh,
And the answer is yes, you can. You can
I didn't expect that turn in the video.
make
Okay.
love on this stone, and you can make love on this stone.
That's,
Period.
yeah. Well, this makes me not want to watch the video anymore.
Yeah, that's all I'm hearing. That's what the people want to know.
Okay. Is that a little chicken? Oh. Okay, I like this better than the other one, but this is very odd. How are these even like connecting? That's cool. That's fun.
This is the living room, which is my favorite room because this is the room where you can say, I am definitely in a log cabin. You see basically the entire structure. I thought I was going to be a structural engineer at one point. I'm not, but I can still appreciate the structure. The other thing you said in this room was we had this wall hanging, and I was just, as a very logical person, I thought, okay, we have a rectangular space. Let's put the wall hanging that is rectangular shaped inside of it to fit and fill the space in this logical way. And you were like, how about we do it 90 degrees from that?
Yeah.
And that's when I just learned that I should just get on the ladder and say, what should I do? Where should I put this?
That's good, baby.
I mean,
it took 24 years.
you
but
made
here
the best decision.
Here we are.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually a pillow.
What? So he's talking about he wanted to put it the other way. He wanted to put it flat, but then she put it up. I mean, I like it up probably better. If it's this way, it almost looks like it's just like a board, like a whiteboard or something. You're supposed to draw on it. But going this way, it looks more like decoration. But in reality, I don't even know why it's freaking here. What is that? A wall, they said? Gang, the wall is here. Why is there a wall on the wall? It's not what a wall's for.
Dude, where should I put this?
That's good, baby.
I mean,
This is all the grandkids call my mom, Phyllis. She's designed
Gang,
some
I don't care.
shape.
With all due
I
respect.
love the fact that
That's
I
actually
have
kind of
something
beautiful, though. That's okay. She's just giving a shout out to her mom. That's fine. My bad. I came off a little came off a little strong there. But that's a cool looking pillow. I'd sleep on that.
Some honor my mom because I wouldn't be doing any of this without
W
of the fact that I
decorations,
have
dog.
something to honor
Y'all
my
see
mom
that?
because
Looks like it's from Minecraft. It looks all pixelated.
I wouldn't be doing any of this without her. I wanted an impressive centerpiece to this living room. These really high.
That looks so clean. I like that better than the kitchen. I just don't like how it doesn't look like it fits. Does that make sense? It almost looks like it's like on it. Like, why is it not fit all the way? That part should go all the way here. But besides that, it looks very good.
Ceilings. I wanted a big ass fireplace. So we did that. I thought this was an opportunity to bring in a little light with this limestone. This mantle is a whole other story. I've been on a journey with this mantle. I ran across it at High Point Market.
And originally this thing was just barely big enough to cover the opening.
Well, I found a guy who found a guy
Okay.
who did some just incredible handiwork, Adam, to make this. He even sliced it in half because I was asking him to do magic, and that's what he did. He did magic.
Well, he should have made it a little bit bigger, but he did a very good job. That's fire. Whatever that countertop is too, that's cool. It's more gray. See, that room's a little odd. I don't know about this one. This one, just like the beginning, this one's catching me off guard. There's a bathtub. This don't look like no bathroom. Very odd.
Welcome to the primary bedroom. We've been dealing with a lot of pests since we bought this
It's
house.
true.
There's so many things.
So many things.
Carpenter bees,
Yep.
wasps of two varieties. We've had 2 bats in here.
We're no longer living with creatures.
In here, in the house, that's kind of crazy. I mean, does it being a wood house hurt that? Because then I'll be sad. Or would it just be any house? Is it just the location, the state?
Yeah, so we have definitely become one with nature, and it is very difficult to keep them out of a log cabin is something that we've learned.
Okay, so log cabin makes it worse. That's unfortunate.
There is one tenant that we have not kicked out. I discovered it a few days ago. Birds have made a nest right outside of the dining room, and it's so fun to watch them. I keep cleaning up bird poop,
But
it's
birds
a
are
losing
welcome.
battle.
Birds are welcome.
Yes, birds are welcome here. When I was looking
Okay.
at different wallpapers and started picking them out and seeing how they all work together, I showed Rhett, and your favorite one was this one, and that's how it ended up here in the primary suite.
It also makes you feel like you are in nature when you are battling yellow jackets. You feel like you never left the forest.
When we were planning this bedroom out, it had a very tiny bathroom. So we took what was the laundry room right beside the bathroom, opened up the bathroom. It still didn't make for the largest bathroom ever. It's better than our bathroom in LA for sure. But I really wanted a tub, and we could not fit a tub in there. And I had always had
I really wanted a tub, and we could not fit a tub in the bathroom, so I put it in the room next to the bathroom. Yeah, the one that's right next to doors, the one that's right next to windows that go right outside. Yeah, beautiful idea.
this dream anyway of having a tub in the bedroom. I think that that's very romantic. It feels like a storybook. This is a stunner that I found at High Point Market, one of the vintage dealers there. It was actually hiding behind a lot of other pieces of furniture, and I saw some
Yeah, I mess with
little
that, but I'm
back,
lucky.
something that
Oh, that's a cool
I'm just
looking
in
window.
awe of the artistry.
That's actually really cool.
This marquetry is something that you don't see in furniture
No,
nowadays.
that's
And
really
this
cool.
continues the nature theme. You have these sweet turtle doves right here. I'm assuming that's what they are. I don't know if they're really turtle doves.
when she's lying in the bed, which, I mean, every once in a while, that's something we're
It's true.
into.
Sometimes we need.
What?
When she's lying in the bed. Couch
What?
that I sit on when I do not want to make eye contact with her when she's lying in the bed.
Okay. That's odd.
And so mohair, I can do that. We wanted a balcony. Come on out here with us.
Okay. See that being right outside? That's so cool, bro.
Now you're out in the wildlife, right? If you come out here at night and you just stare into these woods, you'll see
I think they should put the bathtub right out there, to be honest.
all these sets of glowing eyes. The first time I saw it, I was like, there's children of the woods looking at us, and it's just deer. The way that their eyes reflect back light from the house is crazy, and there'll be like 30 or 40 deer just out in these woods.
Oh, okay. Is that an elephant head? Y'all hanging that up? Oh my. That's a cool looking room. That was in the same bedroom as. See that couch too? I missed that.
Woods.
Hold up. They kind of went too fast. That couch. I love this. I love this loft next to the window too, bro. Oh my god. This is so cute. This is great. See, that's cool.
This is the loft, and
Okay, that turns into the bed.
this is where I'm gonna tell you, because she won't tell you about the genius that is Jessie Lane Interiors. Okay, this is Leonardo da Jessie. She's an adventurer. Look, it's a sofa that can turn into a bed. And she made this, and it's called the Sha Sha.
It is. It's named after my sister. I made it because when
Shasha?
my sister was coming to visit us in LA, I wanted her to have a bed that actually felt like a bed, but there wasn't anything in the market that was like that actually looked like a bed when it pulled
And also
out.
looked like the kind of sofa that you thought was cool, you know? like-
Absolutely.
But she didn't stop with this, because she also designed these pillows, the +1 pillow. Now this is, can I tell this story? Let me tell this
You
story.
can tell the story, baby.
So I work with Link, I make Good Mythical Morning with Link and everything else that we do at Mythical. And Link's wife, Christy, helped Jessie design these pillows. They're called the +1 pillow,
Yeah,
because a lot of times Jessie and Christy are our +1s to different things that we do. One of the things I love about Jessie's
What? That makes no sense. Why are there so many? What is going on here? Oh my god. That looks like a baguette. That looks like it's just boom, 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 boom. What? This is so odd. I've never seen this before. What is going on?
approach to design is it's not just design, but it has become inventing as well, and making
No.
in ways
Pills
that
are not inventing
so
love.
colorful, which so much of my design process is centered around people.
if I were to ask you to close your eyes and imagine a couch with pillows on it, how many pillows would you imagine were on that?
Yet not 28.
Yes,
Not this many.
but if it was a sofa that you found at an antique store that came over from Denmark in the 70s,
Oh my god, bro.
then I would think it wouldn't matter. You could not
Pillows.
have too many pillows.
Pillows were really
Yes,
big
you
in
can. That's too many pillows. I promise. You can have it.
Denmark in the
You did
70s.
it.
Well, actually, they were pretty small, but they were also very big.
This came like this. In fact, there were a few more pillows that didn't make it because the zippers were coming off. And I
Oh,
thought,
Can you
no.
believe
you know what?
that there were
This is
originally
enough pillow.
more pillows? What were they thinking about in Denmark?
I don't know, dog. Too many pillows.
This is a found vintage French plant stand. And
Gang, I don't know what that
to-
is. I don't know about that. I wouldn't have that in my home. It's cool though.
This is the guest room.
This
we
is
love the
fire.
idea
That's fun. That's a cool looking bed. I never seen one like that in real life.
of our guests having a nicer bed than the bed that we have. So that's why this canopy bed is up here in the guest room. We have to tell our guests that before they stay with us, because you literally can hear everything. If somebody said something weird at dinner and you're like, can you believe she said that? You have to talk like, can you believe she said that at dinner?
even if you're up here with the door closed,
You can hear
because
everything in
you
this
might
house.
hear them through the cracks in the log.
But just in case
Oh, I never think about that. Imagine making music then in a log cabin. People would be so annoyed. Okay, maybe that isn't the move.
they do hear us talking crap about them, they know they have the nicer bed and they're going to walk away happy. This is the ensuite guest bathroom.
Yeah, and I struggle because I might like this bathroom better than our bathroom.
We also gave our guests the better
But I
bathroom. will
did
say
get
that.
the tub in our room. So
Right.
I don't know if that's a plus.
It was so much fun to design. And the people at Rhett and Interiors did an incredible job fabricating.
She's like, yeah, I know the bathroom is so much better than the one in our room, but at least we got a bathtub
This is
in
not
our room.
easy to do, and not every fabricator can make these cut.
Those purple things under, that looks so cool. The purple and the brown and the white. Good. Beautiful.
But we wanted it to be just this.
I don't like how this wood is so yellowy though. It looks a little spoiled. I wish it was more like either browner or tanner, not so bright.
Over the top, oversized vanity, and I think we accomplished
You did that. You accomplished that. Now, one interesting feature that I have to talk about in this bathroom. So we've got a glass shower over here, and Jessie wanted it to be symmetrical.
Y'all think all this is like a little extra? They got a silver plate with like the silver flower holders. I don't know what all that is.
So now we have a glassed-in toilet. And I will just say, somebody
What?
sees you use. In fact, if you could be over there, over the wall, the pony wall.
I'm in the shower.
Yes, I will use the bathroom while Jessie's in the shower.
I'm in the shower.
Yes, I will use the bathroom while Jessie's in the shower. I'm going to be honest with you.
Are you in the bathroom? Are you in the water closet?
But I will say, I don't make eye contact.
What if it gets smelly though? Like I wouldn't mess like that. I wouldn't mess with that, even if it's the person I love the most, gang. If they start stinking up the room, I ain't trying to be in it.
Are you in the water closet?
I look at her body, but I don't make eye contact. Okay?
Dog, why is he being so weird? Imagine all the things we skipped over too, bro. Dog is wilding out for this. I don't know. I don't remember him being like that. What is that? Food? Dominoes? Why is there a face on the plate? Spooky.
This is the movie room. These couches, this one in the back is actually on a platform, so we kind of have a little bit of a stadium seating situation, but also it continues to be like very, very cozy with these big, long couches.
Yeah, we actually plan on watching a movie in here tonight.
I will say, though, it's not simple because when you were staying here without me, you called me and I had to walk you through the 4-step process because you got to get the screen down. You got to turn the projector on. Then you got to turn the sound on. And then you got to turn the video source on. And that was like a 30-minute phone call.
Oh, wow. A 30-minute phone call. Wow. What a struggle, gang. What is going on here,
A lot
bro?
of the pieces in this room came from a dear friend. She's become a dear friend through this process.
I do like the Christmas vibe.
This room came from I want chairs that act as kind of a foil to this more traditional table I have. And she said, let me see what I got. And she brought me these incredible mid-century cafe chairs that are like two-tone, green and gold, perfect for this room. So
I
it felt
like
like it was
those.
meant to be.
Over the holidays, I got very sick and I spent a few days lying on this couch and I was so helpless. And I said, Jessie, I got to find a way to get your attention so you'll come and bring me soup. And the next thing I know, she brought in this big ass bell.
Oh.
Soup! She brings me soup.
Soup.
I'm glad you're better.
This is horrible. Maybe this watch is torture too. Maybe all of it is.
We have big plans eventually for the outside, but since we've only had the cabin a few years and we've been focusing on the inside, we have some kind of an intermediary thing to hold
What
us
is
over.
that?
We have dubbed
A ritual?
this the fairy circle.
This is a place where our family gathers. And also our family comes here probably more than we do. They end up using this place more than we actually do. And I have a dream of kind of building a trail that goes all the way through these woods. And there's a creek way back there and goes along the creek and then comes back up here. There's so many really cool artists around here that make cool sculptures and outdoor sculptures and that kind of thing. I would love to have those kind of along the path at some point so people kind of enjoy a stroll around the property.
And I'm down with all of those ideas.
Guys, I'm at a loss for words for all this. I don't know what's going on anymore. Y'all like those chairs? Or those ones? Those ones. Those look like uncomfortable. I feel like I wouldn't be able to sit in those for more than 5 minutes.
Thanks so much for coming to the cabin.
Yup. Okay. thank God this is over. Oh my God. Well, shout out to freaking Architectural Digest. Yep, shout out to you guys. That was interesting. I thought it'd be a little bit better, but that was still I mean, the house was cool. The house was very cool. That was what I expected. That was a W react. But I just expected them to be different personalities. But hey, it's whatever, I guess. That's chill. Subscribe if you want to see videos like this in the future. And like this video so more people get to see it. I will catch y'all later. Listen to Blakey on all platforms. Music, music, music. Blakey, 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 Blakey. Everywhere, everywhere.